Hello, I'm Tina Amir and welcome to my channel. For this video, I'm going to tell you about Restoran. Many of you have been asking me to make video about how to order in a restaurant, and I'm sorry I really have to delay that video until this video uploaded, because if I make a video about how to order food in a restaurant and then I haven't introduced you to our food, then it's kind of really tricky. I feel like it's really not explained to you properly about that. So I guess the best way is I explain to you about foods and drink here, then only I will make a video about how to order the restaurant. By restaurant, I mean Malay restaurant, of course. So now this is the introduction for that video. If somebody say to you they want to go to Malay restaurant, then normally that restaurant is Restoran, in Malay Restoran if you spell properly. But when you speak, you say restaurant, just like in English. So restaurant, selera kampung. Actually kampung, but when you speak, you say kampung. And then selera is formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be selera. Restaurant, selera kampung. So when you say restaurant, selera kampung, it's already understandable that it's a Malay restaurant and it's a traditional cuisine. If somebody asks you what kind of restaurant you want to go to, instead of you say I prefer village food, traditional food, or in Malay, saya lebih suka makanan kampung, that's formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be saya lebih suka makanan kampung. Instead of you say like that to your friend, then you can just say saya selera kampung. That's formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be saya selera kampung. So selera or selera here means appetite. If somebody asks you tak makan, you're not eating, then you just say no appetite. Tak ada selera. That's the pronunciation when you speak. Tak ada selera. That's formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation for speaking, tak ada selera. And if you see somebody eat a lot, instead of you say you eat a lot, awak makan banyak, instead you say something like that, you can also say besarnya selera. That's formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be besarnya selera. So you make a comment that this person has a big appetite. Besar is big, nya is an expression like so big appetite. But make sure you say somebody you are close with, not just say to everybody, because somebody might get irritated. But if you see somebody enjoy eating, then you can say berseleranya awak makan. This is formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation for speaking would be berseleranya awak makan. That's about appetite, because we mentioned about selera. Now I will move on to drinks. Drinks in Malay is minuman. Make sure also before you watch this video, please watch my video about tea or coffee, because that's mostly about drink. And I don't think I will repeat about tea and coffee again in this video, because it's gonna be very boring for those person who already watched me in that video. So for those of you who haven't watched that video, please watch it, because it's very beneficial for you about tea and coffee here. If you want to order 1 cup, we say cawan. If it's 1 cup, then it will be secawan. Se refer to satu, which is 1. So if it's for 2 person, then you just say 2 cups, dua cawan. This is formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be dua cawan. What about glass? So in Malay, almost similar pronunciation, but gelas. Instead of glass, then we say gelas. So if it's 1 glass, then it will be segelas. And if it's for 2, then dua gelas, or dua gelas, formal pronunciation. And then about tea, I just mentioned about teh o and kopi o, but this time I wanna introduce you. Malay really like to experiment with foods. For us, we don't see like when you experimenting with food, when you modify from the traditional form into modern form, we don't see that as a disruptive to our culture, but we would say it as a uniqueness, because business is really like big thing here. Everybody compete with each other, so they always come out with a nice thing. Same goes to even for small thing like drinks. So we have something like teh o halia. Teh o halia, halia or halia, the formal pronunciation, but when we speak we say halia. Teh o halia actually is a tea without milk with ginger. And then we have also teh halia. Teh halia is tea with milk and ginger. And then we have teh o limau, means tea without milk with limau. Limau here means our lime. Actually, we call our lime limau nipis. So that's commonly we put into our drinks. And then we have also teh o lychee, means tea without milk, and also lychee. And then another common thing for you to order is a Milo. Milo is actually cocoa drink, but Milo actually a brand. When you order Milo, doesn't mean you get cocoa drink of a Milo brand. We recognize something with that brand, so it stay. Even that restaurant actually serve you cocoa drinks from the different brand. So we have something like Milo Tabur. Tabur actually if you pronounce properly, but when you speak then it will be Tabur. So Milo Tabur means they make cocoa drink for you and then they sprinkle the cocoa powder on top of the drinks. It's super sweet. So when they put concentrated milk, it's so sweet. So if you want to order, you can just say kurang manis, less sweet. And then we have something like Neslo. Neslo is Nescafe plus Milo. So normally people we order Neslo ice. So Nescafe plus Milo and you have ice. We have panas and sejuk for drink. Sejuk is cold, panas is hot. But when you order cold drink, you don't say sejuk. Minuman sejuk. You always have ice at the back. So it's understandable that this is cold. Neslo ice is a cold drink. And then you have also air syrup. Air syrup actually considered like artificial rose water. Traditionally, syrup is actually sugar drink. People make it from daun pandan. You know, pandan leaf that give a very nice smell. That leaf when people cook nasi lemak. So this daun, this leaf, cook them with sugar. And then people put the red color inside. So that's why if you see air syrup or syrup water, syrup drink, then it's actually red in color because of that. And it's normally served cold and it's really nice. You may try it. Traditionally, we prepare that. But for now, if you buy from the restaurant, most of them is from the factory. So I don't think they make it with the daun pandan. But we have come out with other alternatives. Some people make syrup drink with Roselle. So this Roselle give out the red color. Instead of you use the artificial color, then you use Roselle as the colorant. And then we have air bandung. Air bandung is actually syrup plus concentrated milk. So it become pinky drink. This is air bandung. It's also very nice. And then this bandung, you can have like only bandung or bandung lychee or bandung cincau. Cincau in Malay. In English, it would be grass jelly. And then you can also order malt drink. We call holy. We don't say, oh, I want to order malt drink. You just say, I want to order holy. Segelas holy. Normally, we don't really say segelas actually. We normally just say satu holy. Malay speaking rule, always make it short as possible. So holik satu. So it's understandable. And then we have also barley drink. And this barley is actually a member of the grass family. And it's a major cereal grain grown in the temperate climates globally. And it was one of the first cultivated grains, particularly in Eurasia as early as 10,000 years ago. And this barley also nice. And another options of this barley drink, you can have barley limau. As I say limau here, limau nipis, which is lime. And then cincau, you can have cincau drink, grass jelly drink. And with cincau, you can have like cincau susu or soya cincau. Soya is soy drink with cincau. And then you can have lychee drink, longan drink. Longan also is one type of fruit here. And for juice, also Malay called juice. Commonly we have lobak merah susu, but we don't say lobak merah susu. We always say carrot susu. Susu is milk. We don't say carrot milk. We don't say like that, but we say carrot susu. Susu is Malay word for milk. And then we have juice apple. Apple in Malay is epal. That's how we pronounce it. Epal. But when we speak, it's so weird to say epal. You know, even that's the real pronunciation if you pronounce properly. But we normally say just juice apple. And then we have orange juice. Orange juice is juice orange. And then tembikai is watermelon. And lastly, instead of you order milk, you can also order halia susu. This is formal pronunciation. Informal pronunciation would be halia susu. I hope with all the examples of drink I've given to you, I've shown to you, you will be more open to try new things. I guess that's all from me. This is part 1. We're gonna move on to part 2, which is food in the restaurant. Thank you very much for watching me. See you again. Bye.